The pawn is a piece in the game of chess and is often considered the weakest piece on the board. However, the pawn has a rich and interesting history that dates back to ancient civilizations. In this blog post, we will explore the history of the pawn and how it has evolved into the important piece it is today. The earliest versions of chess were played in northern India and southern Persia around the 6th century AD. The game was called chaturanga and was played on an 8x8 board with different pieces, including infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots. The pawn in this version of the game was known as the foot soldier and had limited movement. When the game of chess was introduced to the Islamic world, it underwent significant changes and was eventually brought to Europe in the 10th century. The pawn in this version of the game was known as the peon, which means foot soldier in Spanish. The pawn's movement was slightly improved, but it still remained the weakest piece on the board. In the 15th and 16th centuries, chess underwent further changes in Europe, and the pawn became an even more important piece in the game. The rules were modified to allow pawns to move 2 squares on their first move, making them faster and more versatile. Additionally, the concept of en passant was introduced, allowing pawns to capture enemy pawns that were moving 2 squares forward. By the 19th century, chess had become a popular game across Europe, and the pawn had evolved into the vital piece we know today. The pawn was given the ability to promote to any other piece when it reached the end of the board, making it a valuable tool for attacking the enemy's king. In modern times, the pawn remains an important piece in chess, with grandmasters and amateur players alike recognizing its strategic significance. The pawn is often used as a shield for more valuable pieces, and can be used to control the center of the board, restrict the movement of enemy pieces, and create opportunities for other pieces to attack. In conclusion, the pawn may seem like a weak and unimportant piece, but it has a rich and fascinating history. From its origins as a foot soldier in ancient civilizations to its evolution into a versatile and valuable piece in modern chess, the pawn has proven to be an essential component of the game.